Okay, so let's paint a picture using the tip of the brush. So first of all, I'm going to make a very weak mix. So it's a lot of water and a little paint. And I'm going to do the sky, and I'm just going to bring the brush across quickly like that. And then maybe a stroke there. Very simple. Leave some lovely gaps, and that's it. That's the first part. Now the next bit, I'm going to get my mic right. Okay, there we go. Maybe it's better now. I'm going to do a hill in the background. Well, hills, low hills. So now the mix is a bit stronger. Yeah, that will do. And I'm using the tip of the brush and I'm going up and down a little. So you don't want to go up and down like that. So it's a bit more of a gentle sloping movement like that. And then let's go across at the bottom. And one more time. And again, you can make this as high as you like. I wanted it to be lower than that, but that's okay. And now I'm going to do a field, a farm field with those furrows or whatever they are in the soil. So here we go. So I'm going to start here, and this is going to go across. So it needs to start thick and become thinner like that. And don't worry if your first one isn't very good. It will get better. And even though each one might be a bit imperfect, overall it will look good enough. And here, just a thin one here. There we go. So let's do some closer up ones. Yep, here we go. So I'm really pressing down a lot now. And we're going to that point like that. And I can make it a bit wider here. You don't want to do this too perfectly because it is just soil and it's not beautiful. It's got a bit of a rough pattern. So there we go. And then I'm going to have a gap here where there's going to be a fence, and then here there's going to be more of these furrows, or whatever they're called. I wish I knew. Okay, here we go. So maybe I'll use the flat here because I want it really wide. And then here I'm going to start using the side and then use the thin bit, and then I'm just going to repeat that. So you can see my basic angle, can't you? Perspective. It's going to come down. So here we go again. And because it's getting closer, ooh, but you'll see how that thickness doesn't really matter that much. But as it's getting closer, this white gap should be getting bigger. Mine isn't so much, but on this one it will do. Yep, and then use the thin bit at the end. There we go. And then just one more here. Like that. And then what we can do, which I love to do, is get quite a watery mix, so quite a bit of water and a little bit of paint, and then we're just going to flick, and we're going to flick upwards along in line, with these furrows. We're going to, or try to, that didn't, And if you're really upset by a mark, just get some tissue and wipe it out. But to be honest, especially when you're beginning, I just wouldn't worry too much. It's all just a learning experience, and you're probably going to throw it away anyway at first. Now can you see this kind of texture effect? And can you also see this cauliflower thing? Now I quite like this, but it horrifies some people. But I call it texture. Some people call it a mistake. You decide. But I think the most important thing in watercolour painting at first, or the two most important things, are be bold, risk it, dare, and the second one, do not worry about mistakes. Because to be honest, the best watercolour paintings have mistakes in them. They really do, but you just can't see them most of the time. But if you look very carefully, you'll find them. So please don't worry about mistakes. Okay, I'm just going to let that dry, and then we're going to do the fence post.